Please note, much of the material presented was archived without a specific date. Great efforts were made to organise this information chronologically, and where possible, rough dates will be provided. However, it is likely that some of this information will contain mistakes despite our best efforts. The videos presented were originally archived by Digimon Dude 420, and thank you very much to Lenin Lime for making this video possible. Joshua Faye Saunders, aged 19, created his first YouTube channel under the name GothicKingCobra52 on June 13th, 2010. Josh broke down his username Gothic because Josh identifies as Goth, King Cobra his favourite animal, and 52, a reference to a 52 Ford pickup. The only screenshot of Josh's first channel was archived on July 17th, 2011, a full year after the creation of his channel. Josh describes himself as a badass guitar playing with quick-witted, dark and random and occasionally perverted jokes and rants, as well as smoking tobacco, reviews and singing along to songs. His About Me section read, "I'm a sexy gothic musician who enjoys playing electric guitar." Josh listed his hobbies as smoking cigarettes, cigars and tobacco pipe, electric guitar, singing, songwriting, crystal wand making, ventriloquism, and chilling with friends, drinking energy drinks, soda, coffee, tea, and airsofting. Josh listed off his favourite genre of movies, including horror, sci-fi, etc. Josh listed his favourite bands as Cradle of Filth, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, and Pink Floyd. Josh ended his About Me section by discussing his favourite literature, Harry Potter, ghost books, and books about the supernatural, books on witchcraft and Wicca, non-fiction, and fiction. The very first video Josh uploaded to his channel was a video called Guitar Insight Intro, sometime in June 2010, likely shortly after creating his channel. This was our first look at a fast-talking teenage version of Joshua Saunders.
Hello, this is GothicKingCobra52, which will be doing a series on YouTube called Guitar Insight, where I play my electric guitar and incite my opinions on some random shit and topics. And as a precaution, if you're easily offended by coarse language or intellectual smartass cheeky comments, I wouldn't recommend you watch it. If you're offended by a dark sense of humor, I wouldn't recommend you watch it, because I'm not going to bullshit or sugarcoat life's issues. I'm going to speak whatever on my mind. So, this is my guitar I'll be playing with. PC Rich Skullrock X with a cool guitar strap. Being as I am goth, I will often talk about goth and emo and the whole social BS that goes along with people assuming they're the same when they're not. I'll rant a lot on stupid random shit that just pisses me off, because what the fuck, you know, it's my computer. Just see whatever's on my mind. It may seem like an ass of myself. No, I'm not drunk or high. I wish I was. I'm not just doing it because I can. I don't give a shit what people think. And that's part of life, you know. You learn not to care what people think. Just do what you gotta do and get by with life the best you can. As I was saying, I'm working on a CD. I'm working on it for GarageBand called Blood Cemetery. It's gonna have like 13 songs. I'll talk about that in some of the videos too. I'll play samples of the songs on videos. I won't play the entire song, but I'll play samples of it so you can have an idea what it'll sound like.
Josh's video structure at the beginning of his channel followed the same formula. He would rant about a topic, usually goth subculture on the mainstream media, and then would finish off the video by noodling on his electric guitar. Early in his YouTube career, Josh began exhibiting annoying repetitive behaviours. One of these was complaining about boy bands. In his video Guitar Insight 6, for example, Josh complained about groups like the Jonas Brothers being gay.
Guitar Insight episode 6. My last video I made fun of the Jonas Brothers. But I heard one of them just got married recently. And I thought, oh great, another ring they have that the guy throws says he's not going to have sex. Also kind of surprised when I think it was Sicko, Backstreet Boys. I can't remember which one of those gay bands it was, but one of the members was gay. I thought the rest of a whole lot of them were. I was like, oh, that's a big surprise. I wonder if the word fag is like a gay word, like nigger is a black person's word. Like, you go up to a gay person and say, what up, fag? And they're like, you can't say that, it's our word, okay? And then, I don't know if that works out like it or not. But imagine it would be like if someone went to a gay African American and said, what up, nigger, fag? And like, you can't say those words, those are our words, we're gay and we're black, you can't say those words. That's terrible, but just, yeah. No, I'm not racist towards black people, I'm not going to be, it's just a stupid thing to do. But before you go bashing homosexuals or thinking I'm not, I'm just making jokes or whatever, you know?
Josh's hatred for these bands could have stemmed from either the mainstream media attention they received, and also his half-sister Tiana's obsession with the Jonas Brothers. Josh regularly used his Facebook account to express his thoughts and feelings, often reflecting on how hard he thought his life was. His lack of self-awareness and openness led to some hilarious posts. In the early days, he didn't have much of an audience. His social media reach grew, and his infamy increased over the years, and he would unfortunately become more guarded and less candid. Whilst living at home with his parents Clint and Tanis, Josh started working full-time at Burger King. He said he was also working on his first musical album titled Blood Cemetery.
I got a job working at Burger King, so I got money and I get days off. So far I've gotten Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. So, first paycheck Monday, that's really exciting. And I got my first CD done a long time ago, so that's really good. Now, you've seen my videos before, you see that my songs did change. I had to cut the CD shorter because the 20 songs didn't fit on the CD like I wanted them to. And most of them had to be redone because I lost a lot of them, so most of them had to be re-recorded, and I decided to split the remaining songs that wouldn't fit onto a second CD, which I'm making right now. My first CD is Blood Cemetery, my artist name, King Cobra, my initials, JFS, and the parental advisory sticker, you saw that.
On Facebook, he expressed his hopes for the success of his debut album and becoming a famous musician, even though he didn't fit the archetype of a rock star stud yet. An amusing pattern began to form of Josh creating artwork for his albums before they were even completed. This is something that his audience would see repeated throughout his musical career. For his first album, Josh even created a handmade physical CD with a track list. A few weeks later, Josh attempted to get his foot in the door of the music industry by sending his album to the record company owned by Gene Simmons, the lead singer of the rock band Kiss. Sadly, Gene didn't respond. In an attempt to attract women with his godlike physique, Josh posted many pictures of himself shirtless and flexing his muscles in his room on Facebook. Something noteworthy about his decor was a Britney Spears poster on his bedroom door. He would go on to admit in 2022 that he would practice kissing with it.
I remember being a kid and I had a Britney Spears poster in my fucking room and I'd make out with it because I hadn't had my first kiss yet.
Josh also frequently posted pictures of himself wearing a long black wig, attempting to emulate his idol, singer Ozzy Osbourne. He spoke about wanting to have long hair again, but his parents wouldn't allow it, and Clint would often use haircuts as a punishment for bad behaviour. Josh would receive some ribbing from his friends on Facebook, calling him gay for posting pictures in his wig and skull sunglasses. On September 16th, Josh proved how unintentionally funny he could be by making a cringy statement. People ask what's wrong with me. I tell them, want a list? Josh would go on to change up his YouTube content with what was perhaps his very first vocal cover, singing the song Forever by the band Papa Roach.
Hello YouTube, this is GothicKingCobra52, and I'll be doing a sing-along to a song called Forever by Papa Roach. Let's do this shit. Sitting by a fire on a lonely night, last kiss. And of course, it wouldn't be one of his if I didn't play some guitar. So. gonna play guitar with my tongue. This is, yeah. That sucked.
Around this time, Josh would show off the love for the band Cradle of Filth by creating a profile on the official Cradle of Filth fan website at the time, theorderoftheblackdragon.com. The fan site was a social media platform with a forum and a blog, but sadly this was shut down sometime in 2012. The website still exists, but as a basic 2-page website with information about the band. One of Josh's very first feuds was with a controversial YouTuber at the time named The Revenge of Gothzilla. Gothzilla was known for rage bait videos such as making fun of 9/11. Josh was originally suckered into reacting to Gothzilla's video, making fun of Josh's favourite band, Cradle of Filth. The video was named Cradle of Fail. Sadly, the video was not archived, as most of Gothzilla's videos were taken down by YouTube for copyright infringement.
Alright, hey guys, this is Gothzilla, and you can consider this sort of a remake of Cradle of Fail. And for those of you who still aren't convinced that Danny Filth is gay, I give you the following.
Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step, and then begin to do the Mario. Get it out, Mario.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm gay. Lots of people are. Like Lars Ulrich, Fred Phelps, Tom Cruise, and everyone watching this video. It'll filth suck ass.
Josh eventually posted his debut album Blood Cemetery onto iTunes. The service charge at this time to post albums onto iTunes for sale was $50. This was a lot of money for Josh back then. The album sold for $10 or 99 cents for each track.
To go to hell and rock and roll.
See a balloon, just drifting along. Got some time. Half the days. Which is the way I am. Shake it. My heart was something right. And this water so red, now you're gonna be dead. You realize it's just water. I'm so sick of you. This mental punching bag. Punching me. Broken metronome. Same old sad song.
As well as reacting to videos he had an interest in like ghost videos, Josh reacted to viral videos, his first being to the video Gingers Have Souls, uploaded in 2010 by a viral YouTuber at the time named Coppercab. Just as an aside, in this video, Josh also debuted his infamous Halloween costume he dubbed the Green Phantom.
Hello, YouTube. This is GothicKingCobra52. With the guitar insights. And that there is my Halloween costume. I got the mask at Kmart and had a little Scream costume robe laying around. And I tore the hood off of it and then got a dark green bed sheet. I would get a cloak, but some of them were like $300 for a dark emerald green cloak, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's expensive, and shipping in Casper is really slow, so, oh well. Halloween's gonna be awesome, I love Halloween, Halloween's awesome. Jay's Guitar Insights on a couple of videos that this user called Cooper Cab did. He's a redhead, if you haven't seen his videos, and he hates South Park, which is kind of funny. He just gets so pissed off while watching South Park. I don't know, because they make fun of ginger kids, and he gets real pissed off about that, and people give him shit for it.
Gingers have souls.
Really?
I go to church. I'm a Christian.
Good for you. The funny thing is that South Park even responded with a video of their own, having Cartman dressed exactly like this kid. I'll play it real quick. It's really funny.
Gingers have souls. I go to church. I'm a Christian. You don't know me. You're not God. It pisses me off. Ginger people.
And if you can't take South Park as a joke and it's just a cartoon, then you shouldn't be watching it. You know.
Although few were archived, Josh recorded cigarette reviews. He recorded his very first smoking video with his iPod Nano that he received as a gift from his parents for graduating from high school earlier that year.
I figured a way to do smoking videos. I could film them on my iPod and then show you guys on my YouTube channel because I got a camera up there on my computer. So I do it outside anyway. So my iPod was charging. I got 3 smoking videos I want to show you. That was my first one. Well, actually my third one, but before that. I took these videos while I was on my break at work, so yeah.
I thought I had to work at Burger King today, but turns out I had the day off, and I took a taxi, and I got here for nothing. But I got a cigar from Walgreens.
I can actually inhale my cigars and exhale through the mouth or through the nose or through both.
A month after posting his first album, Josh posted a picture on Facebook of the album artwork for his second album, Darken Days. Josh continued his pattern of creating his unique album artwork before finishing the album itself. In late November, Josh spoke about his week-long vacation at the Witiki Indoor Water Park Resort in Rapid City, North Dakota with his family. Josh said that he was attempting to save up $50 to post his second album to iTunes, but was struggling to make money due to his hours being cut at Burger King. Josh expressed his desire to apply for a job at Walmart, as his friend Kyle worked there.
Been gone for a week and a half, so I went to Rapid City, South Dakota to a Waitiki hotel for a little family vacation. It had its ups and its downs, you know, and not every day's gonna be perfect, but whatever. You see my shirts, the Smith & Wesson shirts got Cobras on it. I think it's really cool. Check out my belt buckle, it's a skull. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Step back a bit. See the skull? Ha ha ha. Ah 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 ah. I have a bone to pick with you. Ah 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 ah. I have a boner. Ah ah ah. I play the trombone. Ah ah ah. Ah ah ah. Num 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 num. Okay, enough of that nonsense. That was random. But I am working on my second CD, Darken Days, and I'm looking forward to posting it on iTunes. As soon as I can get $50 so I can spare for that, I can do that. Put it on my debit card and post it on iTunes. However, I do not have any money right now. I am broke until my next paycheck. And I work at Burger King. But they've been cutting my hours back a lot. So I am thinking about applying for a job at Walmart because they're hiring overnight stalkers and they're paying more. And I work late at night, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But I don't know. I'm gonna go chill with my friend Kyle at 7 o'clock when he gets off work, which ironically enough he works at the Walmart I want to apply at. So I drove 4 hours from Casper WY. I went to South Dakota. And about 3.5 hours were spent with my sister and my sister's fighting in the back. While I'm trying to listen to Harry Potter, they're all whining and bitching at each other, and my dad gets pissed off and starts yelling at them, and it's just like, oh my god. And while we're at Wendy's, my dad decides to bitch at me about painting my nails. Well, heaven forbid I want to express myself and have a little freedom, you know? Whatever. And then while I was sitting at the hotel, these dickwads next door were making a shitload of noise and would not quiet down, so... Because I couldn't get to sleep at the hotel until 2 o'clock in the morning. I was not happy about that. Neither was my dad or the people listening to these buttfuckers next door screaming and laughing. When my dad called the front desk, he's like, screw this. He gets up and calls the front desk. And the front desk sends someone up to tell him to quiet the fuck down. And the guy's barely, like, he's down the hall and hears him talking to you, like, oh, yo, whatever, man. And I wanted to listen to Harry Potter in the car. We listened to Harry Potter in the car because we have it on my dad's iPod. But towards the end of the trip, I fell asleep, so I missed a crap load of it. I was like, kind of bummed out about that. I was like, dude, seriously.
Josh recorded a couple of videos with his friend Kyle on his iPod. Their edgy and at times racist and homophobic humor was on full display.
Smoking beers I made her at my friend Kyle's house. They're pretty long, so...
Yeah, it's empty. This is GothicKingCobra52 with no smoking video. I'm here with my friend Kyle. Chilling at his house and... biatch. You boy fucking wanker. It's a good time, all week. Nicotine rush, motherfucker.
Oh my god. And because you couldn't tell me and Kyle are very random, but...
You're both 19, so any motherfuckers say you look underage, fuck you, I'm 19, nigga. I'm my ID right now. I said nigga, a nick with an ER, because you say with an A at the end, it's not racist, so eat shit on specs.
Kyle and Josh wacky smoking shenanigans. We just smoke tobacco and goof off and be totally random because we are random.
A few days after making this video, Josh posted another video in which he made a formal apology to his co-workers at Burger King. Josh said that his manager was made aware of his video, where he complained about his hours being reduced.
I haven't had that many trolls on my channel, but if they do troll my channel, be prepared for a war on a Guitar Insight. I will own their ass on the internet because I'm not going to take a troll standing down. Cool to get positive feedback on my videos, but if you're going to troll and be a negative dickwad on my channel, then I might respond with a comment or a Guitar Insight just because I can. Anywho, I'd like to apologize to the Burger King I work for because in one of the videos I was bitching about the hours I was getting, and one of my coworkers saw it and showed it to my manager, which was not good. It was awkward. You know, my manager laughed about it, I guess, which is good. My manager wasn't pissed off about it, which is good. I'm gonna get fired from a job I just got, you know, like the summer, you know, so I apologize for that. You know, I'm grateful for the job. It's fun working at Burger King, and I am grateful for the hours I'm getting because I'm making money, because I know there's some people out there who don't have a job. But I'm just glad my manager laughed about it, and my manager didn't get all pissed off about it, you know. I'm just glad my manager was able to laugh about it, so that's just something I gotta watch out what I'm doing on YouTube, is not to complain about my work on YouTube, because you never know who's watching my videos. Oh well.
Josh made Cobraverse history and debuted his ventriloquist puppet named Shon. Shon is a Charlie McCarthy puppet that he received as a gift from his parents at an early age. Shon would become a popular main character on Josh's YouTube channel. Not only did he tell a quotable and memorable joke about working at a funeral home, but it could be said that Shon served as an outlet for Josh to be brutally honest and make fun of himself. Something Josh would do less and less as his channel grew, and he needed to reinforce his self-image of being a desirable gothic badass.
You know, if the bands that use chunks for their songs and my songs, they sue me for copyright infringement, the record companies, at least I can say I didn't take all the credit for myself. I gave them credit for it. Hopefully they'll smooth out a somewhat bumpy road, I guess. I'm kidding, that's just random. Anyway, also while I'm at it, I'm going to start a series on YouTube where I am a ventriloquist, yes. I make crystal wands, I play guitar, I'm a musician, and I'm a ventriloquist. I am one odd individual. But I'll get my dummy out and show you guys my bit here. His name is Shon. He's a string pull dummy. I could take this guy to a website and have him upgrade to a standard upgrade where his head and moves the stick and whatnot, but until then, I'm pulling the string in your neck. Fuck you, asshole. Now what I did is I had an old Charlie McCarthy doll. He used to be Charlie McCarthy, but his monocle kept falling out because it was tied to his neck string, and his hat got bent and dented, so I said, screw this. What I did is I painted black around his eyes, and then I gave him dark green eyes. That looks creepy. Yeah. Now his name is Shon. So this is Shon, the puppet. Ventriloquist does take time to master, I guess. Jeff Dunham is extremely talented. He's also coming to Casper soon. I might be getting tickets to go see him. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, it would be cool to see Jeff Dunham. I dare you trolls to comment on me, huh? What you gonna do now? What do you mean? Oh, the trolls? Yeah, let's see them. See how shitty I am. Let's see them make a comment. I dare them. Alrighty, Coke. Coke? Where the hell did you get Coke? Lindsay Lohan. You need to behave. Piss off. Fuck you. Say bye, Charlie. Bye, Charlie. Charlie. Wait, my name's not Charlie, it's Shon. Sorry, I keep forgetting I changed you. Yeah, you changed me, alright. Shit, you know what, fucking goddamn asshole. Hey! What? Say bye, Shon. Alright. Shon. Ventriloquism, randomness.
For Christmas vacation, Josh's family travelled to Idaho to see his aunt Shannon on his dad's side. Josh said that he and his dad got into a fist fight after he refused to give up his cigarettes.
A couple Christmases ago, this is before I helped my grandparents and great-grandparents move to Arizona, we went to go see my aunt and uncle and their kids. My uncle is going through kidney dialysis for a failing kidney, and my aunt just got done having a hysterectomy, and so they were very sick, but just nonetheless happy to see us. And this is before my dad gave up on trying to stop me from smoking cigarettes. Oh, speaking of cigarettes. Now, the first time I went outside, I was going outside, they knew I was going out for a cigarette, didn't try to stop me. Didn't say shit about it, you know. The second time, they're like, where you going, Josh? I'm like, I'm going to pet the dogs. I'm like, so I was really going for a cigarette. Now my dad comes outside, sees me smoking, starts lecturing me, who's the fucking blah 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 blah. And he says, and I quote, give me the cigarettes. I'm like, no. He's like, give me the fucking cigarettes. I'm like, no, fuck off. He's like, give me, oh boy, you know. So we both start going at it. So I'm like, here, take the, I had like 2 cigarettes left, and the lighter was in it, so he took my cigarettes and my lighter, and I was, yeah, I committed, I was beyond pissed, right? And I fucking punched him. He's like, and then he punched me. Next thing you know, on the ground fighting, kicking and shit. And my mom comes like, what the hell's going on? I caught him out here smoking. Shit like that. And he fucking walks inside, pissed as all hell. My mom's like, what the hell are you thinking? You fighting with your father on Christmas? On top of that, your aunt and uncle going through so much, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't, you know, and I felt kind of like a dick for doing that, you know. But at the same time, you don't fuck with me and my cigarettes. That's just not something you don't want to do.
2011, however, started off great for Josh. He went to see hack comedian Jeff Dunham at the Casper Event Center at the end of January.
Been on Christmas vacation for a while, and so I haven't got a chance to post videos and whatnot, but now I'm back, so tomorrow, I got money for Christmas, so I'm going to go to my bank, and then when I get back, I'm going to upload my Darken Days CD and get an airsoft pistol. And I'm seeing a job counselor to get a second job, along with one, hopefully a full-time job, because I'm working at Burger King part-time right now. And I'm hoping to save up enough money to move out and look for an apartment and move out on my own. And when I do that, I can smoke in my apartment and show you guys on YouTube, versus like going outside, smoking, filling it on my iPod, and then showing it on my iPod camera. So, oh, I got Jeff Dunham's autobiography for Christmas. I've been reading that. That's a pretty good read. If you get a chance to read it, I recommend you read it. It's pretty good so far, what I've read.
Josh also ushered in the new year with a terrible joke on Facebook. Do you know what happens when an Energizer bunny takes a Viagra? Energizer keeps on coming, lol XD. Josh continued his habit of oversharing on Facebook and spoke about having cuts on his fingertips and that he enjoyed smelling his fingers after playing guitar. In early January, Josh's second album Darken Days had finally been approved by iTunes and was available for purchase.
Fucking mistake, or fucking kill yourself. I fucking hate you, Mom. Ow. Could you see the tonight? It was a surprise. One person.
A lot of people ask me, what does a symbol on my fanboy tattoo? I'll explain to you what it means. This song is for a girl I love very much, but she hated me.
And the stupid
I'm
eyes.
so going to hell for this song. Well, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Here's what I gotta say before the song starts. Check it.
Is there anyone else who would like to share with us tonight?
Yeah. I got something to say. This song is a giant middle finger to two giant middle fingers, yes, to the mainstream.
On top of successfully posting his second album, Josh spoke about the meaning of each track in his video, Guitar Insight 47. The song that had the deepest meaning was the first track, My Mom Laura, a song about his biological mother Laura. The lyrics contain some harsh sentiments, such as hoping for her life to end.
And my second CD, Darken Days, is now on iTunes. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post the link in the description below. The first song I wrote about my mom, Laura, because I'm extremely pissed off at her, my real mom. That was one of the shittiest times in my life, apart from high school. So I figured it'd be fitting to express my anger in a song titled My Mom, Laura. Bones in the Ashes. It's a song about the Holocaust. I'm not Jewish or have any Jewish heritage, but I was in art class one day. I had some free time, and while I was working on my art project, I was writing down a song called Bones in the Ashes. Because one day I thought that'd be cool, like Bones in the Ashes. I thought that'd be cool for a song. And then it came to me just to do a song about the Holocaust. And then I was writing in art class, and it just came to me, musical inspiration. And one of my fun songs, just for funny satanic stoners, reason why it's funny, because stoners are so mellow and Satanists are so uptight and serious, but try to take the two and put them together. It's like, what happened to the damn goat we were sacrificing? Oh, sorry, man, I ate it, I got the munchies. And then the other guy goes, oh, at least we could drink the blood, or use the blood. And then the other guy goes, no, man, my friend over there, he had cotton mouth, he drank the blood. And then the other guy get pissed off, and I'm like, why the hell would you drink and eat goat and goat's blood? Why couldn't you go to the convenience store? And they'd be like, well, man, we'd go to 7-Eleven, man, but we're in the middle of a forest doing a satanic ritual, so we couldn't. So it's just a dark sense of humor song. All my symbol is just a song about my tattoo and what it means and all that. Too Good to Be True is a song I wrote about a girl I used to have a major crush on. A bit of an obsession, and I've gotten over it, but the bitter memories are still there, and so I wrote a song about that. Too Good to Be True is pretty good. I love the violin in it. Devil's Thunder is basically a song, two giant middle fingers to the ignorant right-wing Christian society, who, the same people, in fact, who say, hey, Par's trying to conform us to witchcraft and be a Wiccan. When Wiccans, in fact, are people who practice magic with nature. They're not bad people. Darken Days, of course. The CD guy have a theme song. That's a pretty good song. Love Addiction, another personal song. I struggle with it because of my Asperger's and my obsession and whatnot, but I've gotten over it and realized that I'm not the kind of person that should be falling in love. Funeral song. Next song, Fuck the Corporation.
This song is
a crime against music. This is basically a song about how Justin Bieber, the Jonas Brothers, all those mainstream assholes who are destroying music, in my opinion anyway. People actually listen to their shit, I don't know why, but a song called Love, another personal song. So Darken Days, I really like it. It's got some personal songs and some kind of fun to listen to songs, shock value, whatever. But so if you like a new experience in metal, I guess you check out my CDs. They're pretty cool. I'm hoping to become a famous musician and have my shit on iTunes take off, but it's a bit difficult right now because I don't know what the deal is.
As with his YouTube content and Facebook posts at this time, Josh was open and forthright about his feelings in his lyrics, with very little self-awareness or concern about the consequences of what he was sharing online. It is assumed the trolling on Josh's channel grew around this time, as Josh made several videos addressing hate comments. In one particular video, Josh ranted about the trolls calling his Cobragram tattoo a penis.
Now, I've been getting a lot of trolls on my channel lately, and all the trolls I've seen thus far on my channel have bashed me, my tattoo, and my guitar playing, awesome singing, etc, etc. And it's kind of sad, actually. Really, it is. Because about 98.9% of the people who troll my channel say shit like that are just jealous, and I go to their channel and they don't have any of them videos of them playing guitar. That's just random hate comments. I'm not giving you guys the attention you want, so if you're gonna troll my channel, just leave a negative comment. I'm gonna delete it and just ignore it because you're not worth my time. And then go off and say that you'll never be a famous musician. Well, I will be, and when I do, I'll laugh at fuckers like you so I couldn't make it. So if you don't like my videos, then don't fucking watch them. That's the beauty of YouTube. Otherwise, you're just being a troll and you suck. Take off the ring. Fuck trolls.
In a surprisingly quick turnaround, Josh revealed that he was working on a new album titled The Highway of Life, his third album. This would also be the first time Josh mentioned that with help from his dad, he filled out an application form to go to Job Corps. Job Corps is a program that offers free education and vocational training to young men and women ages 16 to 24.
Ozzy Osbourne is doing a Best Buy commercial with Justin Bieber. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I do not particularly care for his music. I despise it, and yes, I am jealous that he's making it and I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and deny it anymore. I mean, it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. I'm wrong. But I figure Ozzy's just doing it because he wants recognition for his music too. He wants all those young fans Justin Bieber has to recognize some of his music. Either that or he sees talent in the kid, which I don't think he has talent. If I had his money, I wouldn't spend it all on cars, though. I'd spend it on my pickup and then use the rest of it to build my dream house. I've made plans for a second Empire Gothic mansion that I want to build with a clock tower. It's pretty freaking sweet. I'll show you what the front looks like. I have the plans drawn out on paper. This is my design for a house I want to build for myself. With my symbol at the top and my initials right there. See, there's the clock tower face and the bell tower logo right there, and my room would be right there. So yeah. And if you watched my channel before, I'm actually working on a third CD called The Highway of Life, and I've already got 2 songs done. And for all you haters out there, I'm not gonna stop. Your comments are not gonna stop me from doing what I love to do, and that's music. So also, I gotta finish filling out applications for a Job Corps. I'm going to Job Corps in Utah and possibly to get a degree in auto body, because I love working on cars. I love working with the body of cars. It's always really fun for me. Now, whether they teach you how to work on an engine or not, I'm not sure, but that'd be nice to know too, because I have a 52 Ford pickup with an F-150 with an 84 Ford Windsor 351 dual exhaust. It sounds nice. Hopefully by the end of February I get to bring it home and start working on it. And with Job Corps training, that'll help me further my education. Like downside is I won't be able to bring my guitar with me to Job Corps. That'll really suck. I'll miss it. But after like 2 weeks, I think they let you come home and visit or have your parents visit. So when parents visit me in Job Corps, they can bring my guitar and I can show off for people. Even though I don't plan on being very social in Job Corps, you know, I plan on being one of the quiet people, I guess, because I'm not particularly a social person. I have a couple of friends I really like and I hang out with a lot. Job Corps should be an interesting experience. It'll help me grow up a little bit, help me learn how to live on my own, so.
Throughout the year, Josh expressed his eagerness to finally learn how to drive. However, he said that he had failed his driving test at least twice.
I went to go take my driver's test and I failed twice. That really bites, but you know, first time taking it and I'm 19, it's weird, but whatever.
Josh revealed that his beloved 52 Ford pickup he dubbed the Beast was recently sold to a scrapyard for around $500, all because of his lazy uncle Don. Josh would show off a box of car parts he intended to install in his first car. This box of car parts would make an appearance over the years, but would also serve as a symbol of Josh's inability and lack of motivation to learn to drive.
I'm looking for a car. I've been saving up money for a car and I got a box full of shit to trick it out with. But I figured I'd show you the stuff, so here's my Auga horn. These things are fucking hilarious to have in your car. I love it. I've gone through 2 project cars, went through a Geo Tracker, and I went to a 52 Ford pickup, and they have both been a hassle and a nightmare. And Cobra cane head for this Cobra cane, which used to be a sword. Basically, you unscrew it, and there used to be a sword. This was going to be my shifter knob for my pickup. That would have been really sweet. But my pickup was given to me by my great-grandparents off their ranch in Cheyenne, and took it to my uncle's garage, and 2 years later, my great-grandparents and my grandparents were moving to Arizona. I helped them move, and my uncle Don was living with my great-grandparents, his parents. And he couldn't afford to take it with him to Washington, so we ended up selling the damn thing for $550. And my uncle is kind of an incompetent, lazy bastard. I mean, he has knowledge to make the cars that he's been known to make, but he never finishes anything. But basically, these are the two speakers I had for the door. That's what they look like. My mom got me this really cool steering wheel cover for my pickup. You know, I was saving to put it on when we got it here, but it still hasn't been opened because the pickup had to be sold. So, yeah. And this little thing right here was going to be on my pickup mirror mount. This is Beast. It's a little pentagram. A bunch of, you know, gun keychains and whatnot. So, yeah. I know it's cheesy, but I thought it looked cool hanging from the mirror of my pickup. I made this myself. Pretty sick, isn't it? Or would like a 1970 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, but those things are gas hogs. And being as I don't have my driver's license, I'm new to driving. I haven't driven very much in my life so far, so I'll play some guitar, because you're probably sick of me rambling about nothing, you know, because, you know, it's part of my videos. I play my guitar and shit. But
Josh's next viral video on his channel was named Fuck the Mainstream. This video ended up gaining a lot of views in comparison to his usual content, and a lot of fans credit this video as being their gateway into Josh's channel. It also served as a good introduction to his content, as he spoke about the mainstream media, boy bands, and the goth subculture. Josh also showed off for the first time a crude sketch of his dream house that he wanted to build once he won the lottery.
now the problem with the mainstream, that's the problem with the mainstream, is that you cannot literally create your own trend and do something different, because the mainstream will catch on to it and make it trendy. You can't be different or rebellious anymore because it's now trendy, because whatever you do becomes popular with a trendy crowd and they follow it, and it makes you look like a conformist asshole when you're not, when you're the one who started the trend to begin with. I do wear my nail polish at work, but I always wear gloves, you know, just as a safety precaution, because nail polish does chip off, because I don't want that shit in the food, you know. If I was a customer, I saw someone with black nails, I'd be like, dude, I wouldn't judge them for it, but I would hope that they're at least being sanitary and keeping that shit away from my food. So I actually drew up plans for my dream house on a piece of paper, and I'm gonna build it when I get the money. This is what the front's gonna look like. Basically, my symbol on top, you know, clock tower, bell tower makes my room, you know, just, yeah, floor plans on the back, you know. And if I do make it as a musician, I want to donate money to the Cancer Society and help find a cure for cancer, because this no longer be dangerous. How sweet would that be? People would be like, put that cigarette on, you're giving us lung cancer. It's like, fuck you, I donated $10,000 to the Lung Cancer Society. Because literally, if cancer was cured, tobacco would no longer be dangerous. We could be 106 and smoking 4 packs a day and it'd be as healthy as an ox. How cool would that be?
Josh warmed up to the idea of going to Job Corps and said that he wanted to go to learn how to work on cars.
I might be going to Job Corps soon. I'm not sure when. I'm getting the work filled out to be an auto body man. Because the plan is, if I do that, I can get my own shop and build custom cars for people, custom rods if you will, make a shit ton of money doing it, and then until my musical career takes off, at least, you know? If I can bring my tobacco supplies and my cell phone and iPod with me and a couple of books, and, you know, I'll be content at least. I won't get to bring my guitar, obviously, but, I mean, less YouTube videos whenever I come back to visit, and if I do bring my guitar, it's on the weekends when I don't have class, or work, I should say. If I qualify or not is the question. That's why I'm getting my paperwork filled out. I gotta finish my packet, get a drug screening, and wait to hear back from them. And the only Job Corps that I know of that has that is Utah, which is only a couple hours away, which is pretty convenient. They'll give me a chance to learn how to be independent and get the tools necessary to have a structured career that'll support me until I make it big as a musician. I'm almost done with The Highway of Life, which is my 3rd CD. I just gotta post it and get the money. And I've started working on my 4th and final CD until I make it big, The Darkness. So, yeah.
Out of nowhere, Josh apologized for stalking his high school crush, Alicia Rhodey, during a video called Drama with an Ex-High School Crush, and said that he reached out to her on Facebook and wrote her a long apology.
Now, if you've ever done shit in your life you regret, I've done a couple of things that I regret, and one of which was in junior high and early high school. I had a crush on this very beautiful girl, and I went about expressing my love the entirely wrong way, stalking, sexual harassment, and I regret it sincerely. I feel like a real jack off for doing it, and I finally left her alone completely, and whether it paid off or not, I don't know. Well, a year later I found her on Facebook and tried contacting her, and I chickened out and canceled the friend request, because, you know, I figured, maybe not enough time has passed, I get Mr. Furr saying hi. I'm like, what the? I just deleted thinking, whatever. When I go to her Facebook page, it said add as friend, so I click on that thinking maybe it didn't go through correctly. And then I got blocked from her Facebook page. And the guilt was eating at me. I mean, it was literally making me feel like shit. Like, okay, what the fuck, you know? So just recently, I created another Facebook account with my name that I'm not going to use, just to send her a message to say, hey, I'm sorry, you know, with a very sincere apology. And I'm hoping this guilt can get off my conscience, because quite frankly, I feel like shit for what I did to her. I really do. Putting her through that, you know, I feel like a real ass for doing it. And whether or not she forgives me, I don't know. I really don't care. I'm just letting her know that, you know, I'm sorry, you know. But girls are so fucking complicated, you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do next. So, you know, and I feel like a real ass for doing it. And she wasn't the only girl I stalked and sexually harassed. I regret each and every one of them, you know. That certainly didn't help my case, being as I do dress the way I do, and, you know, she's probably a bit creeped out. So I don't blame her for feeling the way she did. Perfectly understandable, considering, you know, I was this creepy goth kid with Asperger's stalking this amazingly hot chick, you know. But yeah, I wish I could change it. I wish I could go back and wish I never would have fallen in love with her, you know. I wish I really could just turn back the clock and say, dude, don't waste your time if she's not into you, and then, but I can't, obviously. So the best I can do is hope for forgiveness and just move on with my life, because quite honestly, there's shit in life we can't change. So I'll give you some advice, guys. Don't stalk and sexually harass girls. It doesn't work. Just from one guy to another. It's not a great way to pick up chicks. They find it a bit creepy, especially when you dress the way I do. JoshMusic52@gmail.com is my second email address I created strictly for those applications, you know, and whatnot. Although I'm not filling out applications right now because I'm getting more hours at Burger King and I'm really appreciating that, you know. So just thought I'd share with you guys. So I'm a little nervous right now if, you know, she'll respond to it or not. But I basically said, you know, hey, it's Josh, you know, I just want to say I'm sorry for the shit I did in high school. I was a creep. You don't have to be my friend or anything. I'm just letting you know how sorry I am, because the guilt eats away at my conscience every day, and, you know, hopefully you understand, you know, shit like that. And then said, I hope you're having a great life. Cheers, Josh Saunders. And I left it at that. Just something like that, you know. My dad's friends with her on Facebook, which is kind of ironic, because he did her senior pictures, because he used to have a portrait studio. She's letting photographers fight to take her picture. I want to take her picture next. She's that freaking gorgeous. Yeah. Hopefully I can handle like a mature adult that I am. I am 20 years old after all, you know. And when I get my first car, I want to drive to Valley City, North Dakota, Rally on the Valley, basically, to hang out with some of my old friends there. There's probably a good chance I'll run into her, because she went to Valley City High School with me at the time when I was harassing her. Because quite honestly, it's a great way to get chicks to hate you. And that became a joke at that school. So Saunders, who do you like this time? You know, because, you know, I had a reputation for being a bit of a creep and a stalker, and I really regret that, sincerely. In fact, I want to post this video on both my Facebook pages just because I can. I found we had a lot more in common than I would have realized. I thought my love for her was just lust, which kind of surprised me, because we're from two completely different cliques. She's a total preppy, and I'm just this creepy-looking goth kid, you know. I left Valley City with a legacy of, you know, no one's gonna be just like me, because I'm the one and only Josh Saunders. Love and life, they both suck, but finding a way to deal with them appropriately does help. But
after almost a year of being on YouTube, Josh explained the meaning of his religion, his Cobragram tattoo, and his dad's disapproval of Josh's religion.
Hey YouTube, GothicKingCobra52 video. Wearing my custom-made sweatshirt. It's got my symbol on the... Okay. Now I'm going to try to explain the meaning of my symbol to you. I'm going to explain it, and I also got the symbol tattooed on my arm. Now, back when I was in junior high, I made the symbol. The mythical creatures it represents: Cobra demons and Cobra angels. Cobra demons are like wizards. It's the male form of these mythical creatures, and angels are the female version. There's good and bad Cobra demons and good and bad Cobra angels. Okay? Now, me and my friend, I started this little gang with my friends. We practiced magic, we hung out, we smoked, we, you know, all kinds of, and we, you know, and we were the Cobra demons. If we ever got any girlfriends, we'd be our Cobra angels, you know. I had my own religion. I still believe in it somewhat. My own god, goddess, and their son, Cobrachin, and his wife Cobricius, and their son Cobero. It's just something I believed in, still do, kind of. And I prayed to them, and we meditated as well. We practiced having powers and stuff. Did it actually work?
I believe so, yes. The power of the mind is a very powerful thing. And we practiced moving the wind, all kinds of stuff. That's why I got into wand making, because I believe in that kind of stuff. Witchcraft and all that, Wicca and all that. And that was my nickname I gave myself, King Cobra. That was, I was the leader of this gang. And it's also my artist name for my music. I'm obsessed with the Cobras and created a little cult to go with it. So, I thought about making a mythical story like Harry Potter to go with it, to express it, I might write that kind of a book eventually, but right now it's just a little religion I practice. I do magic and stuff. I got magic wands, so. And if you want to call me crazy, go ahead, It's not crazy in what the fuck these Christians and Catholics believe, so. Yeah, it's a little tore up, but it's my favorite sweatshirt and I love it, My dad's making me get rid of all my ripped up clothes, obviously. I understand that's for a perfectly good reason, because I have to clear all my wardrobe of anything ripped that doesn't fit, so I have clothes that do fit. So when I come back and move out of the house, I'm ready to go. But I begged and pleaded for him not to throw this away, and I actually got to keep it, so I'm very grateful for that. Here you go. Something to accessorize it with. So I am a full-pledged Cobra demon. Yeah. My parents, of course, tolerated it, went along with it, but as I got older and more obsessed with it, they threatened to send me to a shrink or a psychiatrist or some shit like that. Like, do you need help? This isn't real. You're not Cobra team, blah, 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 blah. My dad sat there and, talk me out of it and say, you don't have Cobra powers, blah, 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 I understand his concern, but at the same time, I think I have the right to have my own free religious beliefs. It's part of being in the United States of America. If it's not hurting me or anyone else, then I don't see the problem with it. So there you have it, the meaning of my symbol. I've never had a Cobra Angel, one in front of me, like live. I've had it on Facebook, wink wink, you know what I'm saying, yeah. But, of course, I couldn't tell people all this because my dad just think, they think I'm crazy, but here's the thing. So my dad just say, just tell us simply you create these mythical creatures, and that's usually what I say, just shorten it up, so persecute me all the fuck you want. It's not gonna change a goddamn thing, That's part of my Asperger's too, and, our gang colors, our cult colors, of course, dark green and black, dark green and black. It'll be interesting to see the comments in this video because, this might change your perspective on me of like, this kid's crazier than we thought. I'm not a kid, I'm a guy, I'm a man, I'm 20 years old. And the symbol is so cool, I got it tattooed on my arm, and I like it. It's not a penis. How the fuck does this look like a penis? Seriously. That does not look like a penis at all. Apparently, the guys who say it looks like a penis have a penis on the mind, therefore they must be gay. Oh, but... that gothic queef KingCobraJFS that's been harassing me, he started calling me on my phone. I told him to fuck off and I blocked him from my phone, but he won't quit calling me. And I've informed the police about this. See, ever since my YouTube fans have found my Facebook, I have a lot more Facebook friends. I'm on YouTube fan page on Facebook, so if you're a fan of me on YouTube, I'll post a link for my fan page on the description box below. And I do post on there on occasion and shit, so... people with Asperger's tend to have a very high, sophisticated vocabulary at a very early age. When I was in kindergarten, I had the vocabulary of a 5th grader. There you have it, the meaning of my symbol, my awesome custom-made sweatshirt. It's a little tore up from the hood, but I still love it. I'm still going to wear it. I can wear it with me at Job Corps, obviously, but I just had to show my YouTube fans, YouTube in general. I love the sweatshirt. It's my favorite sweatshirt.
On May 12th, Josh posted a poem on Facebook, presented with no punctuation, as one long rambling paragraph. What is Reality? A deep and philosophical poem by Josh Saunders. Unlike his other albums, Josh waited until his album was finished before posting the artwork of The Highway of Life. The very next day, Josh posted a link to his new album on Facebook.
Life is what you make of it. The highway of life.
second, every minute, every half hour, every hour, every day, every week.
After a heated argument with his dad, Josh posted a video called "I Lost My Ring, Eyeliner, Nail Polish and Knife." Josh angrily ranted about his dad taking away all of his goth stuff and hoped that his dad died in a car crash. A childish and eerie wish that would partially manifest itself in reality in the future.
This is GothicKingCobra52 with another video. No eyeliner, no nail polish, no ring. Sucks. Now what happened is while on one of my smoke walks, my dogs didn't recognize me. I had my ring on, my nail polish, I had a cap over my head, and all 3 dogs barked at me. And I said, "Hi guys," you know, and cause I'm always walking around the block, right? And my dad wanted to talk to me about it, calmly, maturely, like adults, you know, and I didn't handle it maturely. I acted like a douche, and I flipped out and disrespected him. And I only made things worse. And I ended up losing my gauntlet ring, my nail polish, my eyeliner, and my hair dye. I'm not really happy about that. I'm kind of pissed off, actually. And it really doesn't matter, you know, I can always buy more. You can take the eyeliner and nail polish and whatnot away, but you can't take the goth out of GothicKingCobra52, so, yeah. I am kind of pissed off, though, that did happen. I wish it wouldn't have happened. You know, that resulted in another huge fight. I really fucking hate my dad right now. You know, we just drifted apart. Me and my dad, you know, we don't get along hardly ever anymore, and it's become a major pain in my ass, and I just can't stand the fucker anymore. Although I am going to Job Corps in South Dakota in the Black Hills, so look out, people in Black Hills, South Dakota. Job Corps, I'm coming your way. They got summer break at Job Corps, and then they gotta find a bed for me and shit, and then I gotta head out to Job Corps. However, I do get to bring my guitar, my cell phone, my iPod, chargers for both my cell phone and iPod, and my tobacco supplies with me to Job Corps. The dress code I don't agree with, however. I got shirts that are goth, that I consider goth anyway, that fit the dress code perfectly, and I'm not gonna go around telling everybody, "Oh, I'm goth, look at me," you know? That's not how goths are, you know? We don't have to say that, you just know, you know? So I'm kind of trying to calm down right now. I just had 2 cigarettes. I'm trying to unwind here, and I'm not having the best night of my life, I can tell you that much. You know, I'm kind of pissed I lost the nail polish and all that, but... And, you know, the neighbors, before they knew my dad and me as his son, they assumed I was a thug and had the cops call... They didn't call the cops on me, but they wanted to. You know, neighborhood watch and shit. They're like, just so you know, there's some creepy-looking, suspicious character, you know, out by the corner smoking or whatever, and it's been a huge power struggle, me just trying to express myself, you know. I don't give a shit anymore, I'm so done with this crap. And when I'm at a Job Corps, get my own fucking place, I can dress as goth as I want, and no one's gonna fucking stop me. I'm really looking forward to that. This is not a permanent thing, no nail polish or eyeliner, I can guarantee you that, that's for damn sure. Although I'm gonna wear nail polish in Job Corps, they can't fucking stop me. It's not against the dress code or anything, you know. I don't see that as a problem. That huge fight I just had with my dad, just about, you know, fuck him. I hope he dies. I really do. I hope he dies in a car crash on his next trip. I'm fed up with this shit, you know. And she's like, "Well, then move out, you know, get your own damn place, do what the fuck you want." And I said, "Well, you're making me go to Job Corps," so I was gonna save up for a car, and then save up for an apartment, and then move out, work at Burger King until my music takes off, right? But they've kind of forced me to go to Job Corps. I'm not really scared to go to Job Corps. I'm just kind of unsure and kind of bored, actually. But for the training I get, you know, for the benefits, I guess, it's all worth it because free room and board, and they pay you, you know. You know, I get to bring my tobacco supplies with me, my guitar, my iPod, and phone, so I'll have something to do while I'm there. I'm not intending to make friends there, you know. I'll be polite and talk, but, you know, I'm not very social, and I want to distance myself, you know. They do have a weight room there, though. I can start lifting weights again. Get bulked up, bigger than I am now. I'll give you an example of one of those moments, if you will. Now, a senior in high school, I'm almost 19 years old, and I ditch gym. I go to lunch, and I walk up to the smoke shop, which is several blocks from the school, and buy a pack of cigarettes. And I didn't want to go to gym class, because I ended up ditching gym class to go smoke on some abandoned house. Long black hair and all that, right? And these 2 hot girls walk by, and we start talking, and they find out I'm a virgin. I had my first K. I said, "Oh, I'm so one of the hot one of the hot girls was like, "Oh, I feel so bad for you." I'm like, "Ah, it's no big deal, you know." I ended up getting my first kiss out of pity. Best day after sex of my life, and all of us were smoking, you know. I got both their numbers on my phone. And that alone just made my entire day, you know. I felt like I could take on the world. And then I got home, and my dad smelled cigarettes on me, and he ended up confiscating my lighter and my cigarettes and giving me a huge bitchy lecture about how smoking is bad for you. Well, obviously, they've let up on the smoking. It's taken me from 17 to fucking 20 to do that, you know. It's kind of pathetic. And that bubble of happiness I had just popped. You know what? I'll be in Job Corps for a year. I'm going to try to complete it in 4 months tops. I'm just going to work my ass off and get in and out quickly as I can. And at the end of Job Corps, I get a huge ass paycheck and whatnot. So, which should give me enough money to get my own apartment and look for a job. So, my dad says, okay, if you get kicked out of Job Corps, I'm sending you to a group home for people with Asperger's, and they basically control the rest of your life. And I can guarantee you I will be killing myself before I do that, because I'm not going on a group home. Nothing wrong with group homes, but I want some goddamn freedom, okay? I've had enough of all this, you know, bitchy complaining about me choosing to dress the way I dress, you know? So, I'm kind of on edge right now, trying to unwind.
Josh later posted on Facebook saying that he'd be hopefully going to Job Corps in Black Hills, South Dakota in roughly 6 weeks. Originally, Josh was planning to go to Job Corps in Indiana, but a change of plans meant he would be going to South Dakota instead. Whilst Josh's parents were away on a trip, Josh took this opportunity to give a big bad boy middle finger to his dad by smoking inside. This was not only to prove to his fans that he did in fact smoke, but also that he wasn't afraid of the wrath of Clint. Josh made a series of videos during his parents' absence, including a video of him smoking a cigar in his bedroom whilst he spoke about being a virgin. Josh also defied his dad's wishes and took his eyeliner and nail polish back, but only until his parents returned.
Now, great risk of getting my ass kicked mentally, and well, my dad and my mom chewing me out. I'm smoking in my house. I don't give a shit right now. But I've taken all precautions. Both windows in my bathroom and room here are opened, and towels underneath all the doors and shit. So yeah, and I'm watching the house without being paid. So fuck them. This isn't a once in a lifetime opportunity I thought I'd take to smoke in my own house when I'm not supposed to. You know, it's not like they kick me out while I'm getting a job at Walmart, moving out and getting my own place, or I'm going to Job Corps. Either way, I'm getting out of the house. So this will be the last tobacco I smoke in this house at all. I've done it before, but not on YouTube. For a while, I didn't get caught until I got caught by my mom, who said, "If you do it again, I'm telling your dad." And my dad, you know, gets pretty pissed off pretty easily, and this just set him off, you know. Oh well, who cares? And normally I do a smoking video on my phone, but I can't get it figured out. I can't get my fucking phone figured out on for YouTube and shit, so I'm doing it at my house. Fuck it. You know, I'm trying to unwind. You know, my damn dog ran away after I let him out to play with him and Chance so he could exercise. Like I was told, my mom told me straight up. She's like, you know, Opie and Chance out so you have room to exercise, and so I did what she told me to. And it's the second time he's escaped. He does this all the time, of course, but I'm kind of pissed off. You know, I called my dad, told him about this. He's like, you know what? Don't do what mom said. Just put him in the fucking pen. Don't need to, you know, run around the yard and shit. I'm like, all right. And my dad goes, I'll back you up on this when mom arrests you. I'm like, all right. You know, I'm watching the house for a week, home alone, you know, so why the fuck not, you know, I'm 20 years old and not paying me to do it, so, yeah. Smoking makes your dick smaller, please. My dick's pretty big, 6 inches fully extended, 2 inches wide, starts off at 4 inches. It may be average, I don't really know or care, but it's not the size of your dick that counts, it's really the, if you know how to use it. Although I was getting picked up for Burger King, right, one day. I saw this amazing hot blonde walk in, boobs perfect, just oh my god, I think my mouth hit the table, holy shit, she was hot. I thought, okay Josh, close your mouth, I'll be a perverted caveman, stare at her, you know, I did. And then some nerdy, scrawny looking, ugly, shit-faced nerd walks in holding her hand, I'm like, my mouth hit the table again, like what the fuck did she see in him? So again, it could work out like that, you know, you could end up getting a hot girlfriend with no experience being kind of nerdy, it all depends if she's into you or not. If I die a lonely virgin, I'm really lonely, I got friends to keep me company, I got tobacco and caffeine and my guitar and shit. Who cares, you know? It's a nasty zit. Oh, there we go. I've had kind of a crap day, and just trying to unwind, I should say. But I'm going to show you how to apply eyeliner. I found some in my bathroom. I'll be right back.
Just like that. It's kind of shitty, but I really can't see. I got a pipe in my hand, so. The day I had was kind of random, if you will. Job at Walmart, I have to get an interview scheduled because the lady that called me said, "You just start when can you start?" And I said, "Give my work schedule for Burger King, right?" And she, I came when I was supposed to, and she wasn't there to introduce me to everyone and get shit settled in and stuff. So I have to schedule an interview for Monday because she wasn't in today. All that hassle. On top of everything, Burger King just let me off yesterday because I was trying to get both Walmart and Burger King scheduled. I was prepared to work both Walmart and Burger King. But they're like, "No, if you're not a job at Walmart, there's no point in keeping you here," so they just let me go on the spot. Kind of a shitty deal considering I came in on my days off and worked my ass off when no one else would come on their days off, you know? But that's life, you know? It's gonna suck sometimes. Oh, I mean, it does suck. I'm gonna miss Burger King. It was a good job working on it. People, they were really nice. Just some things I didn't like while working at Burger King. One of which was this really obnoxious loudmouth bitch, Jenny, who happened to be pregnant and is pregnant. On top of that, she's a total loudmouth and just complains and bitches and moans, right? You know? And just whiny as hell and really obnoxious. And I don't particularly care for her. And another one of being a loudmouth, when you're in denial of it and you won't stop when we're trying to work, it's kind of obnoxious, you know? That's all water under the bridge. She's gotten better in the last couple of days. I mean, she wasn't... The first time she started, man, she was just awful. I mean, really, really awful.
During his Ferris Bueller-esque antics, Josh said that he had an interview at Walmart and said that he had dipped into his savings account to buy junk food and energy drinks. He revealed that his dad didn't want him to be drinking energy drinks anymore because of a recent event that got him into trouble.
Now my dad said he'd be home either today or tomorrow. After Dad comes with me wearing eyeliner, he'll get pissy and be like, "Why are you wearing eyeliner?" Like, why the fuck do you care? I'm watching your house for free, thank you very much. No, I'm joking. But you know. So I need to get my own fucking place so I can wear all the fucking gosh shit I want. My dad can't say shit, you know. So yeah, I got almost gonna call me back with an interview to schedule so I can get a job at Walmart so I can move out of my parents' house. And of course, gotta hide the energy drinks as well, because if he's the rest of the stash that I have, because if he'll see that, he'll get pissy as well. Cause I made a mistake and drank energy drinks on an empty stomach. I had downed 2 full throttles, nothing to eat, and had a bit of a panic attack and, you know, passed out on the floor shaking and shit. $800 hospital bill that my dad paid just to find out that I shouldn't be drinking energy drinks, right? Well, I learned then since then to, if you're gonna drink them with food in your stomach so you don't pass out from the lack of, food, because all that sugar and caffeine, no stomach to fill it in with, just, you know, definitely move out of my parents' house when I'm, you know, I already got enough money for an apartment saved up as is, my savings account in my dad's name. The paycheck I get from Burger King, I just give him like 100 of it, and he put it in my savings, and I don't have enough for an apartment, and if I do get a job at Walmart, I can move out immediately, which would be nice, and then my first paycheck in Walmart, you know.
Josh seemingly gave up on his idea of going to Job Corps, and decided he wanted to get a job and move out instead. His grandparents left him roughly $2,000 in savings bonds and was hoping that his dad could cash them in order to secure an apartment in the event he got a new job. During the same week of his parents' absence, Josh said on Facebook that he might be getting a job working at Walmart as an overnight stocker. In actuality, Josh was counting his chickens before they hatched, and it was uncertain that he even had a job interview at this point. A few days later, Josh said that he had an interview at Walmart at 10 AM. Josh was eager to get a job so that he could move out of his parents' house, get a driving license and a car, and potentially getting out of going to Job Corps. In a funny yet predictable turn of events, Josh claimed that he quit his job at Burger King because he had the Walmart interview lined up. However, despite his celebrations, the interview never actually happened. His audience were becoming more familiar with and expectant of this kind of careless behaviour from Josh. A few days later, Josh posted a video and said that it was his last day working at Burger King. Not only would Josh be getting more hours in his new alleged role with Walmart, but the job was also within walking distance from his parents' house. In the video, he spoke about his experience working at Burger King. He mentioned that he qualifies for low-income housing and emphasised that he'd be allowed to smoke indoors. This is something that would end up coming back to bite him in the years to follow.
Sup, YouTube? Today was my last day at work at Burger King, right? So now I got a job at Walmart. I'm working overnight stocking. Super excited about that. No, tomorrow I go to work from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock at night in the morning. So, you know, and Burger King was a great way to get me in the workforce, and it was a great way for me to get me out there and get me, you know, recognized as a hard worker. And because of that, they've helped me get noticed in Casper as a hard worker, right? This past couple of days, I've been pretty, you know, buzzed on caffeine and nicotine. I love it. Now, this job at Walmart, if it works out, I'm sure I know it will, I'll be able to get my own apartment instead of going to Job Corps. I know a place that's close to this house right here, low-income housing, that I could get an apartment, and I know there's smoking there. My friends live there. Friends of mine live there. Because, you know, they have a kid and shit first time out, you know. There's nothing wrong with living in low-income housing. If you got a roof over your head, you know, and you're making it happen, you know, who cares where you are, you know what I'm saying? And next Monday, not this Monday, coming up with the next one after that, I'll have to take my hat and name tag down to the main office where I fill out my paperwork for Burger King to begin with to get my last paycheck. So a thank you to Burger King for letting me give me the chance to work there, having the patience to deal with me and my Asperger's, because, you know, that's my weakness with a new job is that I don't adapt to change very well. But once I learn the job, I'm a steady-faced worker, and I stick with it, you know. When I'm gone, shit, man, they're gonna miss me because I'm usually doing all their bitch work while I'm working the broiler and my dishes. Mom got back from her trip in Cheyenne, and she's leaving for Europe tomorrow. She gets to go to London on her first stop. I'm so jealous, my stepmom. She can say London. Okay, I have English heritage, Saunders. It's a very common English name. Because I did a project in first grade about my ancestry, and I found out mine was London, England. So I'm British. Yeah, man. British people are awesome. Let's get the job at Walmart. They start me off at $9 an hour if I get it. This will be $1.25 more than I made at Burger King. Nice. Cheers, YouTube. Here's a crazy drink combination I'll try called Cobra's Mist. Let's just see how it tastes. Mountain Dew and Blue Moon beer. So let's see how it tastes. Can't wait to taste the Mountain Dew. I need to pour more Mountain Dew in there. I'll taste the Mountain Dew in that now. I'm just discarding the taste of beer because I don't care for it. So I have a little caffeine to go with it. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
It isn't sure if Josh actually got the job at Walmart. The best guess from the fans who were around this time that were watching said that there was a misunderstanding and Josh didn't actually get the job at Walmart and would spend the next couple of days being ghosted by the hiring manager. Some say that Josh even turned up at Walmart and they said that he didn't work there, so he just left. In a rare occurrence, Josh posted his first video to Facebook called Rap for Facebook. Josh's fans were surprised at how well he could freestyle rap, and some argued his rapping was one of his strengths.
Okay, seriously, I got a request video from a friend of mine on Facebook to do a rap for Facebook, so I got my Ouija board, gonna contact the dead. You sickos are fucked in the head. You think I'm fucked in the head? Your world is so dead. I bust a rap and don't give a crap. Alright, you tree set monkey rap and shove a crap down your throat. Write yourself a little note. I'm back in black. I'm scary, kind of funny looking. Fuck it, I'm off my game. It's a damn shame I could bust a rap and rhyme every time I find a dime to bust a lyric and not give a fuck what you think. So fuck Britney Spears and fuck NSYNC. I ain't no mainstream faggot. Look at those mainstream cocksuckers sucking off the music industry like a maggot and a corpse. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful to the industry. It's a complication it's easy to see. I'm laughing and taking a pee on the mainstream. Fuck the mainstream. I bust raps and play guitar, 'cause someday I hope to be a fucking rock star. I got my shit on iTunes. Working on a 4-seater, I got 3 to boot. And you know, I give you the boot to the mainstream and kick it up the ass. Land face first in the mud and the grass. Oh, I like to harass and make controversy on my YouTube channel. You don't like it, it's my opinion. You state your opinion, that's just how it is. That's YouTube, get over it. Now I jam out on my guitar to play some licks and split lickety-quickety with my sweet pickin' and barbecue ribs or finger licking good, 'cause now I bust raps when I'm in the neighborhood. Haha. So here I go with my guitar pick and my slick guitar lick. Motherfuckers know what's on distortion on my BC Rich. Life's a bitch, but you deal with it.
Around June 10th, Josh was banned for 2 weeks from YouTube for exposing his fully erect penis in a video called A Message to All Trolls on my channel. Josh was not a stranger to exposing his genitalia on YouTube. Josh claimed that he did this on several occasions, including making a video demonstrating how to check your testicles for testicular cancer, showing his penis to his single fangirls on Valentine's Day, and also several videos showing his penis to the trolls, inviting them to suck it. On June 13th, Josh created a new YouTube channel called PeachMonster666, named after his favourite fruit, a peach, and his favourite number, 666, the number of the beast. That same day, Josh uploaded the first video onto this channel, welcoming his audience. In an effort to disguise himself, Josh donned his Halloween costume in the dark and attempted to put on a deep voice. He said that his true identity was a secret and that this was his trolling account. This was Josh's attempt at going undercover and infiltrating the circles his trolls moved in. It is uncertain if this operation was successful.
Greetings, you two. I am PeachMonster666, and I welcome you to my channel of doom. I am going to troll and destroy you all. And any of you fuckers who respond to me are just hypocrites, cause you're trolling too. Sniff that, you cock-sucking motherfuckers. And remember, the PeachMonster666 has spoken. You will never guess my identity. Yes, I am the king of all trolls. You will never stop me. Yes, indeed. You will never, ever stop me. Never, ever. In conclusion, go to hell and suck a dick. Later, dick lickers.
During Josh's YouTube hiatus, Josh posted on Facebook that you would either end up a famous musician or end up in an insane asylum. Later on that night, Josh vented his frustration with his 2-week YouTube ban. His friend Kyle remarked that he needed to be careful in the future showing his penis, and Josh agreed. 2 weeks later, Josh returned to YouTube and explained to his subscribers where he'd been and give an update on his life. During the ban, Josh said that he got an online girlfriend by the name Laura Martin. Josh also wrote a song about her on his new album The Darkness, but when he found out she was allegedly 14 years old, he cut ties with her. He's not a fucking sicko. In a surprising turn of events, Josh also said that he was now working at Taco Bell.
And look how long my hair has gotten in my 2-week ban. It's getting long and I'm loving it. Now, I was gone for 2 weeks because of flashing my penis, so there'll be no more of that on my YouTube channel because I want to lose my YouTube channel. So I moved to my Message to All Trolls in my channel video because I showed my penis. And 1, because 2, it was cold in my room, so it was like this fucking small. When it's not cold, I'm like this. So I have a beach dick. Yeah. And, you know, I don't risk losing my channel again, so, yeah. Well, I was gone from YouTube, though. I don't know if I should use my last video, but recognize this pipe. But I redyed it dark green. How sick is that? With my dark green nail polish. And so I decided to fuck around on my Facebook while on my 2-week ban, making videos to satisfy my addiction to YouTube. And while on Facebook, I had a girlfriend. And I about shit my pants when I saw how fucking hot she was. I'm like, oh my god, my luck, you know, my first girlfriend just that hot. It turns out she did not tell me she was 14 and just a humongous mess and bullshit story, so I broke up with her, you know. So I had a girlfriend for a good couple of days, and we talked and flirted a little bit on Facebook and whatnot, but then I get a call from Dr. Phil this morning, at least I think it was, I'm not sure. And that didn't work out so good. I'm like, fuck this shit, dude. I'm not putting up with her shit, so I broke up with her because I am not going to deal with that shit. I'm not going to be one of those sick perverts that dates a 14-year-old. I'm not like that. And this other chick was hitting me up just as hot, saying, you want to be, you know, I want you so bad and all this other shit. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I'm a bit of a Facebook player. I also got a job at Taco Bell, so I'm working again. I got orientation Friday, and I started today, and tomorrow I'll go back at 11, so I got work at Taco Bell. I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I did not know she was 14. She's, you know, and I feel like kind of like a dick for being led on like that, you know. I'm thinking, hey, my first girlfriend, she's fucking hot, sweet, and then I find out she's 14, I'm like, oh, fuck this, I'm done, you know. That's just trouble I don't want to deal with. So, if you're going to online date on Facebook or anything, it's important to make sure you know her age before you continue anything else, just so you don't risk jail time or anything like that, because that can happen, and that would not be good. And people are like, show your penis again on YouTube. I'm not going to do that, okay? I don't know what is this you like about my gothic penis or whatever. I don't know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to risk losing my YouTube account because of my penis. That's why I deleted all trolls, message all trolls my video, you know. So I got a lot to do after YouTube here. I gotta fix the song I wrote about her because I wrote a song about her on my Darkness album. I'm gonna change the audio to something more fitting to the CD. And the Darkness is coming along nicely, I should say. It's a very cool CD. It's my 4th and final CD, so I'll make it big. And my ex is Laura Martin, you know. She dated me on Facebook, and I made a song about her. You know, that's all musicians do, you know. But I'm going to take the audio of my guitar singing and make it, because the beat in this song is just so awesome. I hate to waste it because, you know, of some stupid shit on Facebook, so. Just another beat. Yeah. So I'm going to take the audio of my guitar playing and my voice out of that song and then post it as put it out as a different song, So yeah, I gotta remake that song Laura Martin to something different because of the Facebook drama, you know. So I'm lucky I didn't post that shit, you know. Oh yeah, one of my new shirts, Slytherin, represent. So that's basically what's happened in my 2 weeks while I've been away on YouTube. I'm glad to be back on YouTube. I missed it sincerely. And the funny thing is too, is my ex's friend is all talking shit on her. She's such an ugly skank. Hey, if you ever break up with her, hook up with me. I'm like, okay. I'm not used to having chicks fight over me on anything but on Facebook. You know, it's kind of an interesting feeling. But make sure she's of age before you do all this shit with her, because you could go to jail, and that wouldn't be good. So I'll see you in the next video, which I plan on doing sing-alongs and shit. So I'm back, bitches. Suck it if you don't like it.
A week later, Josh revealed that he had been fired from working at Taco Bell after only working there for approximately 4 days. Josh said that he got a call back from Job Corps and said that he'd be leaving at the end of July. Josh told Taco Bell, and they allegedly fired him on the spot. Josh also briefly mentioned that he had a new Facebook girlfriend named Alicia Hoffer.
Second one down. Yes, I can drink energy drinks like water. I must not be human. The job at Taco Bell I had for 4 days. And Job Corps called back and said I'd be shipping out to Job Corps on the 17th of this month. So let Taco Bell know, and they let me go on the spot. I was kind of bummed because I was really liking Taco Bell. Repetitive, works well with my Asperger's, and understandable because they spent a lot of money to train me only to let me go in 2 weeks. So, you know. So right now I don't have a job until I go to Job Corps. I got some cash on me though for cigarettes, and that's about it. And today I went and bought 4 of these fuckers right here. This is I shit you know, I got my own fan page on Facebook. I was pleasantly surprised and happy about that. I'm like, wow, I didn't think I'd get that big on YouTube. Holy shit. Thanks, guys. A quote from Charlie Sheen, if you will, just depicts my brain, if I can find it. Let's see. A quote from Charlie Sheen, right? Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard.
It's oftentimes says unknown, but...
Well, if you want to watch the interview, it's all been over the fucking internet. It's in my like section. Well, some days having Asperger's just flat fucking sucks. So I'm trying to pick up a girlfriend. I finally got on Facebook. Thank you very much. But before it's like, oh, you know, so having Asperger's, I'm socially awkward. But other days having Asperger's is grand because people with Asperger's are very creative. And I'm working on the Darkness, my 4th and final CD to make it big as a musician. It's coming along nicely. Particular CD is going to have a 20-track songs and shit, so it's going to have 20 songs on it. Shit's like liquid heroin in a can. I love it. Rockstar times 2, or 2 times energy, extra caffeine. They're great. What?
Just as an aside, Josh's dad Clint rarely made an appearance in Josh's videos. The only 2 times Clint was ever seen during Josh's videos was when Clint told Josh to do the dishes.
What did you do in the video? What? I was coming up to do the dishes. I'm just making a YouTube video real quick. What?
I'd like you to get done.
Okay, I'll get the dishes done.
So you can watch a movie.
Okay. Alright. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to get on my own so I don't have to put up with this shit. Seriously. Oh well.
And another of him walking in on Josh making a video wearing a cool bowler hat. Josh would eventually give an update saying that he'd be leaving for Job Corps on the 19th of July, in roughly 2 weeks' time. Josh was keen on going to Job Corps, but wanted to complete the program as fast as he could.
Hello YouTube. Now on the 19th of this month, I leave for Job Corps. But here's the thing, my cell phone that I have here lets me upload videos to YouTube and shit, so I'm hoping that I can get YouTube figured out on my phone so I can make YouTube videos on my Job Corps. So if I can't, it'll be a weekend thing when I'm not in Job Corps. So I'll be in Job Corps for a year. When I get out of Job Corps, I get all my Goth shit back. Super excited about that. Also get for a pass with lots of good credit or grades, if you will, whatever the fuck they call it. I get a huge ass check. And they help you look for a job and shit, so yeah.
Whilst preparing for Job Corps, Josh made several videos about his Facebook girlfriend, one of which was a video boasting that she had sent him a picture of her cleavage.
Time for another alcoholic experiment. It was not sweet tea. Triple sec. Puerto Rico Vetera Tequila Gold. Armando liqueur. Haha. Delicious. Monster Import Dub. I'll be right back. Hold on a second, YouTube. Put this back. All three of these. Okay, hopefully they won't notice, but fuck 'em. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I have a girlfriend on Facebook. She's hot. Her name? Go to my Facebook here. Alicia, haha. Love you, baby. Oh yeah. Right there. That's fucking hot. Delicious. That's pretty hot, dude. I must say that's really hot. Thanks, baby. Love you.
Although Josh was happy in his online relationship, he often pondered about potentially meeting a girl at Job Corps. Josh said that he would break up with his Facebook girlfriend before he started dating someone else because he thinks cheating isn't cool, foreshadowing his first relationship he would soon begin.
This will be one of my knowledge videos. Okay, you shouldn't cheat on any woman. No, fuck that, dude. I'm going to Job Corps, and hypothetical, if this were to happen to me, I'd be the bigger man, make the right decision, you know? I wouldn't cheat on my girlfriend on Facebook. Fuck that, dude. Or, you know, if this girlfriend of mine that I'm in Job Corps, this hasn't happened yet, but if it did, you know, and she connected with me deeper, and, you know, I would break it off with my girlfriend on Facebook. I would. I'm not saying this hasn't happened. This might not happen, but if it does happen, I'm fully prepared to take responsibility and be the bigger man, because I don't want to break her heart like that, you know? It's going to suck for her, and it's going to suck for me, because we've had this great connection on Facebook and shit, but I'd hate for it to be like that when she comes to visit me in Job Corps, and this other girl finds my other girlfriend on Facebook, and just, you know, I don't want to deal with that kind of drama, so this hasn't happened yet, but if it does happen, you know, I'm man enough to make the right decision and not cheat, you know what I'm saying? Because cheating is just so dishonest. It really is. It's just fucking dishonest. Just fucking honest.
Sadly, Josh split up with his Facebook girlfriend Alicia because she was allegedly having sex with her ex-boyfriend behind Josh's back.
Now, I got a text from my girlfriend on Facebook saying, hey, I said, hey, so we need to talk. I said, what about what? She goes, need to break up. I'm like, okay. Then she tells me how she's been banging her ex, is a quote from her text. And she wants to get back together with him and all this shit. I'm like, alright. She's like, could we still be friends? I said, yeah, sure, you know, well, thank you. She's next time don't fall for a girl troll like that or whatever, blah, 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 blah. In fact, here, let me just get my phone out and read you all this. Now, I can respect her for coming up front with me and saying this, you know, and not just leading me on for a fucking year, you know what I'm saying? I can appreciate her for that, but at the same time, I think Wow, I feel like a tool for falling for this stupid shit again, you know? I'm so done with love, I am tired of getting my heart ripped out every fucking time. You know, the one time I get a girlfriend, I think, oh, sweet, and then she turns out to be 14. Fuck that, I break up with a second girlfriend, I think, oh, sweet, I got another girlfriend, alright, and then she's cheating on me. Pisses me off beyond belief, it really does. So the Cobra is single. Again. Might as well get used to it every single rest of my fucking life. I don't give a shit, because life is too short to sweat small shit like this. But it still hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It still sucks. Oh well.
Before Josh left for Job Corps, a feud arose with a troll called GothicKingCobra52, who was claiming they were the original, and Josh was ripping them off.
Guess what, YouTube? There's someone who's trying to be me. No, I shit you not, this guy calls himself GothicKingCobra52, making fun of me, and I found it really cute. Aww. Someone wants a piece of my fame tree and they can't have it, so they're just jealous. Oh, it's so cute. Really? I thought it was really cute how this troll is just trying to get at me, doing everything I do on my channel, making fun of me. I thought it was really cute. I'm like, oh, look at the cute little troll trying to be me. I just liked the video, and at the same time I found it rather amusing, you know. I'm like, is that the best you got, making fun of me? Like, wow, a troll who's actually got balls to post his video. I'm impressed, but I'm the original OG, GothicKingCobra52, so, you know, I don't know what this guy's beef is with me. I think it's just doing it to be funny, and I thought it was really funny. You know, I can laugh at myself, but at the same time, dude, come on.
Josh, as he would continue to do throughout his online interactions, engaged with the troll, and made a series of videos addressing GothicKingCobra52.
And you know what? Seriously, fuck GothicKingCobra52. He is such a fucking copycat. He claims to be goth. He's copying everything I do on my channel, which makes him a conformist wannabe poser. Snack on that, biatch.
He even wrote a song about them.
1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, they should put you on a broken condom ad. This is what could happen to you if you wear a properly functionable condom. You can't put the fucktard like this douchebag. Fuck it all. I'm still standing loud. I'm still standing proud, saying fuck the mainstream, fuck these posers, fuck the trolls, and fuck you too if you doubt me. All you just do is doubt me, but you're not gonna be me. And you're jealous of that, aren't you?
The conflict eventually fizzled out though. In the final days before Josh left for Job Corps, he addressed comments about him on the image board 4chan. Josh addressed a conspiracy theory that he was a troll, and that the person he was presenting was just an act. This is a very common theory amongst new followers of Josh, but of course, it's not true.
It's Saturday, June 16th. A few more days till Job Corps. Crazy. Okay. Apparently, 4chan.com or some shit like that is, started attacking my fuck the mainstream video. Calling me a troll and shit. Just going off on me. Just, you know. Well, if I'm a troll, then you're feeding me. Just saying. And you're not supposed to feed trolls, but I'm not a troll. I'm just very opinionated. And someone commented saying, oh my god, you have no life. You went to the movies with your mom. You're 21 years old. I'm 20 years old. And just because I'm 20 years old doesn't mean I can't spend time with my family now, does it? Wow. Yeah, I find it extremely amazing that these idiots call me trolls. I'm not a troll. If I was a troll, they're feeding me. So it's just really amusing, you know? So, oh well, what are you gonna do? You know, it's just the way people are on YouTube. And people say, stop making videos, you suck. I'm making one right now. Haters gonna hate. Anyway, I got a new guitar case for Job Corps. Well, it had holes in it, but check this out. This is my new guitar case. I love it. Custom made for my guitar. The last one I had got holes in it because my guitar, as you know, has points on the bottom, and that one has a cushion in it, so it's going to prevent it from tearing. So I'm super excited about that. Got all that situated. My next video, I want to try to make a chi ball using my energy. Like I said, if I am a troll, then wouldn't getting pissed off at me and leaving a negative comment be feeding the troll? I'm not a troll, but I do enjoy the reactions I get from people. It's fun, because they can't handle the truth.
The last video that was archived before Josh went to Job Corps was a video named Chi Ball, uploaded on the 19th of July. Josh spoke about his magic, and his impressive ability to create balls of chi that could interact with the physical world with just the power of his mind.
How'd you become a Cobra demon? Wow, Overkill asked that. I'm not recruiting right now, unfortunately. I don't know. I can't honestly tell you. I quit recruiting because, I tried that with my friends in North Dakota and it didn't last very long, I'd like to have my own religion started, and, I'd get my dream house built with my symbol on top of the clock tower. I think that'd be pretty sick. Okay. But I can't show you how to do a chi ball. Now, if done correctly, you should be able to feel it in your fingertips, like all along here, okay? What you want to do, first you got to know your chi. Okay, now, a little history behind this. The show Naruto has some facts to it, like the chakra points are actually your pressure points. Our bodies run on electricity. Now, to master electrokinesis, you have to be able to manipulate this electricity in your body to make chi balls and shoot electricity at people. So it's a really cool technique. I've been practicing for a long time, and I'm not guaranteeing you'll be able to see anything. I'm not that advanced yet in electrokinesis. But a chi ball. I can't really see anything, but I can feel it. It feels like I'm holding a gigantic ball of energy. It's really cool. I've done 4, 5, 6 chi balls in the last hour and a half, and like a couple last night. So I'm brushing up on my electrokinesis. It's a really cool technique. Now, I'll be heading to Job Corps on Tuesday. I'll take a piss test Wednesday. I'm confident I'll pass it. I don't do drugs. Okay. Apparently, it's not how you wear a guitar strap. I was informed by this several times, and I thought, okay, I'll just try it like this. This is how you're supposed to wear a guitar strap, apparently. And people, oh, nice! I checked the B9 website. Hey, he's wearing his guitar strap. Let's encourage it. So, mistakes happen. It's no big deal. There's no need to get pissy over someone with their guitar strap wrong, is there? Also, thank you for my religion. I believe, and I am the messenger for a god, his wife, his goddess, and their son. Basically, it's just what I believe, Just a little bit more in depth on that, for my fans who are curious.
On July 19th, the website MetalSucks posted the following article about Josh's YouTube channel. The very next day, in the comments section of the MetalSucks article, a guest user noted that Josh's YouTube account was permanently terminated. Josh's dad posted that same day that Josh was successfully delivered to Job Corps. Josh's first channel served as an outlet of self-expression. He spoke openly about embarrassing and personal topics, difficulties growing up, and his quest to find love and acceptance. Although I did not cover every single one of Josh's videos from this period, Josh's first channel was sort of an experiment for him, laying the groundwork for what would be his KingCobraJFS persona. Watching GothicKingCobra52, one can see Josh honing his craft, developing his content from simply making guitar tutorials, to doing vocal covers, performing ventriloquist acts with Shon, reacting to viral videos, and also, and most importantly, divulging intimate information about his life. GothicKingCobra52 was now over, and Josh was journeying to the next chapter of his life, far away from his friends, family, and the familiarity of home. Neither Josh nor his small but dedicated following could have predicted that he'd find his first love.
Bye, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I'm a ghost talking to you from the grave. What's up, YouTube? No, I'm not dead. I made a fake suicide video just for shits and giggles, because